Obsessed. Dan Wootton torn Meghan to shreds over her delusional plot to run for White House. Dan Wootton has slammed Meghan Markle and accused the Duchess of Sussex of hatching a delusional plot to run for the White House. He said, "I've never forgotten a conversation I had with one of Meghan's increasingly frustrated close aides in early 2019 as her relationships within the royal family turned ever more toxic. I am now convinced there is something bigger going on here, an eventual plan that involves running for office in America," the courtier confided in a moment of frustration about claims of their principal's increasingly uncontrollable behavior. They added, "She's obsessed with US politics. I think we're, the royal family, now just a stepping stone to something she considers far more important and attractive." As I spoke to many more people close to the Duchess of Woke, both in the UK and US, over the next 3 years, I too have no doubt she views herself a major political figure of the future. After all, what's bigger than being a princess in the British royal family? Becoming the first female president of the United States, of course. I concede such delusions of grandeur are very unlikely to result in the most self-obsessed woman in Hollywood, and that's saying something, becoming leader of the free world. But that doesn't mean Meghan isn't going to do everything to try and make it there. This week we have seen 2 key steps which look to be part of her journey to achieving her ultimate goal of entering the White House. Meghan's Vogue interview with the famous feminist Gloria Steinem protesting the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade and declaring she'll march on Washington, D.C. was just the first of many political interventions that will become far more regular as she attempts to develop a woke base within the Democratic Party. But even more significant was the unconscionable decision by Buckingham Palace to bury the findings of a probe into alleged bullying by the Duchess of her staff during her unhappy years as a working royal, claims she has denied. Meghan's political future could have been torpedoed before it began if her carefully crafted image as a compassionate woman of the people was revealed to be a sham by her aggrieved former staff members whose tales of their time working for the Duchess are, in some cases, very concerning. Meghan told Oprah Winfrey in that famous interview, much of which has been disproved, that she was silenced by the royal machine. But ironically, it's actually her ex-staff that have now suffered that fate, thanks to the gagging orders they reputedly signed before starting to work for the Sussexes. Not to mention the liberal media organizations in the tank for Meghan, like Vogue, which farcically introduced the former Suits actress turned Duchess as a vocal advocate for paid leave and fair labor rights for women. The Sussexes' own company Archie even provided Vogue a black and white photo of a makeup-free Meghan looking concerned while sitting barefoot on a couch, her hair pulled back, with a computer resting on her lap and mobile phone in hand. It's the sort of photo designed to move Meghan's carefully constructed image away from a privileged ruler with staff to deal to her every whim to a humble campaigner sitting at Gloria Steinem's dining room farmhouse table cold calling voters during lockdown before the last election. As you can tell from that quote, the interview itself marks a significant upping of Meghan's political rhetoric, throwing out any pretense of royal neutrality and coming closer to a formal endorsement of the Democrats. And in a post-Megxit mission statement, Meghan even vowed that she and Steinman will be taking a trip to D.C. together soon to advocate for the Equal Rights Amendment. That almost sounds like a future campaign ad for the 2032 Democratic primaries. Meghan is banking on the fact that in a decade the rest of the US would have caught up to the delusional virtue-signaling woke politics of California. The woman has no idea about Middle America or the Rust Belt or how to appeal to independents.